the key to unleashing the strongest version of yourself. See, oftentimes we look to those who have experienced great adversity and challenge in their own life for inspiration in our own. But it seems to stop there. There seems to be a fundamental disconnect. We seem to put them on a pedestal and believe that their adversities that they have overcome are somehow different than ours, and that we do not possess the strength to overcome the adversity in our own lives. This is not the case. I experienced my life-changing adversity on January 28th, 2007. On a day like any other, I went to do what I was passionate about. I went out to go snowboarding. But the events that would transpire that day would fundamentally change my life forever. After overshooting a snowboard jump and falling from over 50 feet in the air to hard-packed snow, I was overcome with pain. I was living every snowboarder's worst nightmare. In denial of what had just happened, I tried to stand up, but all I could do was scream in pain, and my whole world went dark. The next thing I remember was waking up in the Schweitzer Mountain medical tent. So delirious, so overcome with pain, when they asked me what had just happened and what I was doing, I told them that I was swimming in Egypt. Continuing with the delirium, all I could do was scream over and over the names of my friends and family and hope that one of them could pull me out of this world. Next came the ambulance ride from Schweitzer Mountain to Bonner Hospital. This was an ambulance ride on a bumpy road, a road in which they didn't know that one of my legs was broken, and they left it hanging out of the gurney. As you can imagine, every bump we hit on that mountain was excruciating pain. Once arriving at Bonner General Hospital, they realized that my injuries that I had sustained were much too serious for local medical care. Because of this, I was life-flighted on my own personal jet from Sandpoint, Idaho to Boeing Airfield in Seattle. From here, I was transported to Harborview Medical Center. The 2 weeks to follow would be an absolute nightmare. I had just found out consistent medical procedures. The pain was overwhelming. So bad that they gave me a morphine drip button that I could press when the pain was too much. But see, the problem was the pain was always too much, so I kept pressing it and pressing it and pressing it in hope that the pain would go away, until I overdosed. With this overdose became hallucinations. The room started closing in on me, spiders crawled up my body, and scarecrows pulled me into the darkest, yet realest world I had ever experienced. After 2 weeks in Harborview Medical Center, I was cleared by the doctors to go home to northern Idaho. However, this home that I arrived back to was not the home that I had left that day to go snowboarding. See, the stairs were replaced with a wheelchair ramp. My bed was replaced with a hospital bed. My entire home was now adjusted for my new life. I remember sitting there in that wheelchair, looking at my home as a challenge, and making a decision that fundamentally changed the way I lived my life forever. See, I thought if I could make it through 2 major reconstructive surgeries, if I could make it through the hallucinations, if I could make it through seeing my friends and family members in just as much psychological pain as I was physical, then I could wheel up that ramp and face my new life. And if I could wheel up that ramp, then I could get around the house on my own, and I could start physical therapy. And if I could make the slightest movement in my legs, then I could learn to walk again. If I could learn to walk again, I could learn to run, and I could learn to play baseball, and I could prove every doctor wrong and continue living my passion. That was the decision that I made at that moment. This philosophy became the guiding light in my everyday life. I decided that my adversity was my strength. And this is something that each and every single person in this room has the power to do. See, we as people need to stop looking at adversity as a detriment, as a weakness, but rather as something to draw strength from. Because you remember that thing that no one else in this room knows about? That thing that you wake up every morning dreading as your adversity? It's not. It's the key to unleashing the strongest version of yourself. Thank you.